unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Josh Jackson. Shot won't go. He has to create to get a better look. Bulls with the rock.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively. This is going to be a dogfight.
To Zach LaVine. Fires the three. Another chance. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. To LaVine. And scores. Strong take.
You know, when I think about Zach LaVine, I almost think about a high-priced sports car that is stuck in third gear. Now, the things he can do in third gear is off the charts. I'd rather have that problem than not have it. But it always leaves you wondering, what if we got this car to fourth, fifth, maybe even sixth gear? Now, that could be something.
Defender was right there. He has to know better.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Parker did enough to bother Jabari Parker. Shot off the mark. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds off a Bull, so the Suns keep the possession. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Troy Daniels. Subbing in for the Bulls, number 34.
Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. It's Chicago ball. To Lopez. To Wendell Carter. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Off the mark on the first free throw. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Straight on three, at the buzzer. The first quarter's complete. It has been all Bulls. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Chicago with the possession. To Lopez. 4-3. Missed it.
I got this.
Booker with it. Down 11. Goes to the left side. Off the mark. To Lopez. Inside, he scores.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Booker. The pass set it all up.
This game is so mental. Trust me, Some nights you give poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
They'll get it down low to Lopez. Straight on look. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Into the game for Chicago, number 12, Jabari.
Bulls have it. To Parker. Goes to the right side. From long range. Can't connect. It's no good. To Mikal Bridges. And he finishes at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To Wendell Carter. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
It's the mindset of Wendell Carter that really is the most impressive thing. He has an old school mentality on the basketball court. He can play with his back towards the basket. He actually gives the guard a target to throw the ball to down low on the block. He'll actually hit you on the screen and try to knock you over, but also possesses the new era type skill to run, to knock down pick and pop shots, and to also be a passer on the perimeter. He is the new school era of old school.
Here's a chance from long range. Hits the three-pointer.
And that's what this game is. As the game plays, you have to adjust on the fly. That delivers the element of surprise.
It's Suns ball. Bulls have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Knight into the front court. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Jumper's good.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Knight into the front court. Down a bundle. Not that time. To Parker. Over to the right side. The drive. Right to the basket. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Drains it.
The eyes of the shooter say everything. His eyes pretty much said, "Are you sure you want to give me the ball here?"
Now a whistle. We'll get a timeout from Phoenix as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 32, Chris Dunn. Into the game.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Chris Dunn. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Fires the three. Tough shot there for Chris Dunn. No good. Knight into the front court. He'll run the offense. Won't go. He has to find better opportunities.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Dunn to Parker. Five on the shot clock. To Wendell Carter. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Chicago basketball. Dunn. For 3. Can't get the bounce. Deep left corner. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First try, no good.
Phoenix. Stepping in for the
Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Phoenix has the ball. Nothing going here on that drive. Probing the defense. To Jackson. Has a look. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
I've been watching this kid since he was 15 years old. T.J. Warren has always been one of those under-the-radar type of guys. Averaged 20 points a game last year, and he made big leaps in scoring year after year after year in his time in the league.
The assist from number 34.
Knight into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Levine. Count it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Jackson. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Beyond the arc for 3. This young man with a great stroke, even when it's well defended.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Lets it fly from long range. Misfires. It's no good. Parker gets it in the right corner. Markkanen to Chris Dunn. Parker gets it in the left corner to Wendell Carter. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ballgame is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Down the lane to lay it in.
You know what we call that, Ed? We call that now you see me, now you don't.
Chicago possession. Dunn to Markkanen. Fires the three. Another chance. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Booker. Rejected.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Shot from the lane won't go. Done to Wendell Carter. Trying to cash in with another basket there.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. It's no good. If he takes those shots, he'll be back on the bench in no time.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Has a chance? Tough shot. Hand in his face, he makes them pay.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. Booker. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Bulls with it. Dunn to Parker. Has a look. No good. No daylight. Great defense. To Booker. Off the mark. Not a high percentage shot.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Booker. Spinning shot, won't fall.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're gonna lower the chances of them making that shot.
Suns control the possession. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Tough shot for Markkanen, no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Devin Booker, that's off the side of the rim, no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
DeAndre Ayton. Great look and vision, and throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Number 11, Brandon Knight.
Done to Markkanen. To Parker. Going to launch beyond the arc. Did enough to bother Jabari Parker. Shot off the mark. Phoenix with it. Booker. He got a piece. That's out of bounds off a Bull. From long range. Oh, who saw that coming?
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Levine. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. And that one is out. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando as we go from Jay to Jalen. It's Jalen Rose with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose. and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Bulls have built a comfortable lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Chicago Bulls. The Suns did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Phoenix Suns.
Game trap. Bench points.
The Phoenix Suns were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half. Was cold.
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Bulls with the basketball. Dunn to Zach LaVine. Here's Lopez, down low. Oh, that's 3 seconds. Booker. And the rebound, corralled by Lopez.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that
Stuffs it down with authority.
man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Devin Booker, short jumper, stays out.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Here comes the screen. Parker to Lopez. Inside, he scores.
The assist from number 12.
It's Phoenix ball. Booker. Trying to cash in. Shot by Warren misses. Parker into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Parker to the basket, but a shot misses. Into the front court, it's Booker. His guys down big. Booker. Goes to the left side. To Jackson.
Send him down, send him down.
To Booker. Here's Jackson, down low. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
And it's not just about blocking shots, it's about the physicality of the game. How about on all these down screens, your bigs are bumping these guys off the screen, allowing you to catch up to the play defensively. That's why you're playing so well.
Knight into the front court. Down a bundle. Josh Jackson. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Bulls with the rock. Parker to Chris Dunn. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
to Lopez. Zach LaVine. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Booker. Nothing going here on that drive. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Has a chance, buries it on the catch and shoot.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Done. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Time to shuffle things up. Parker. To Markkanen. Has a look. Count it. That's belief right there on his shot.
The 7th pick overall, Lauri Markkanen had an exquisite rookie season. Ending the year all-rookie first team. Even executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
That's his first personal foul.
Free throw good, so they get the 3-point play. But it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. It's Chicago ball. Deep right corner. Parker to Chris Dunn. LaVine to Markkanen. Here's a chance from long range. They'll get it down low to Lopez. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Booker. Goes reverse to lay it in.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Dunn to Markkanen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. He misses. Oh, he blocked it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Suns with the basketball. No good, and no foul.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high up the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Can't convert the free throw. Deep left corner. Fires the 3, buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To Booker. For 3. Won't go down. Chicago with the possession. Dunn to Markkanen. Beyond the arc for 3. And they called a foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
And he connects on the first free throw. It's the second. One more coming. perfect from the line. It's all three of them. Now the Suns coach gonna signal for a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Off the mark. Well contested.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive.
Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. DeAndre Ayton. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Parker with it. His guys holding the big lead. Cruises inside for two.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. It's Suns ball. To Jackson. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
And draws the foul.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but really good habits to gain.
And he misses the second.
Chicago. Subbing in for Phoenix.
Knight into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Jackson. And counted at the rim.
And Ed, I'm really eager to see how his game progresses here in year two. The 4th overall pick in the year 2017, and he's all rookie defensive team, but his offensive game down the stretch was really on point. Averaged 19 points per game after the All-Star break.
Lets it fly from long range. That no good. Off the mark. Knight into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Jackson. With another basket there.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Bulls have it. Dunn to Wendell Carter. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Great pass to set it up. Slam dunk. DeAndre Ayton.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Dunn to Wendell Carter. Count the bucket for two.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. Fires the three. It's rebounded by the Bulls. To Wendell Carter. Trying to cash in. Just not going down.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Smart tactics. Moves in for the higher percentage shot.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Dunn. To Wendell Carter. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Phoenix has the ball.
Pick up.
To Jackson. Down to Chandler. Off the assist.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
To Wendell Carter. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Josh Jackson. Knocks it down from mid-range.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. Levine. 4-3. Off the iron. No good. Suns control the possession. To Jackson. Down to Chandler. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Going to launch beyond the arc, not getting the bounce.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will, but now it's lockdown time.
From long range. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
No good. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Levine. That's off the side of the rim, short. Inside, he scores.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Gets off a three. At the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. Nice cushion for the Bulls. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Phoenix with it.
Everyone gets free pizza.
Goes to the left side. Mikal Bridges. Surveys the floor. Mikal Bridges. Baseline drive. Mikal Bridges with the strong finish.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
All right, set it up.
Down to 5 on the 24. Here's a chance from long range. He was all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Got it.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
I got ball. I got ball.
To Levine. Nothing going here on that drive. Levine. To Markkanen. Has a chance. Can't connect. Has to know what's a good shot and what isn't.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
From the painted area, won't go down. Holiday controls the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Number 22.
Scores from the post.
2 points.
It's Phoenix ball. Oh, whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Subbing in for Chicago, number 12, Jabari Parker. Subbing in.
Mikal Bridges lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's good. That's the shot they wanted him to take.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Isolation. Give me the rock.
To Lopez around the perimeter. Parker did enough to bother Jabari Parker. Shot off the mark. Knight into the front court. His guys down big. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref. Complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Number 32, Chris Dunn.
Lopez to Chris Dunn. Fires the three. Tough shot there for Chris Dunn. No good.
His scoring has definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
The shot rejected by Parker.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Add 2 points to the board.
I've been watching this kid since he was 15 years old. TJ Warren has always been one of those under-the-radar type of guys. Averaged 20 points a game last year. And he made big leaps in scoring year after year after year in his time in the league.
Time to reset the matchups as Fred Hoiberg makes some substitutions. And that's blocked by Booker.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First try at the line, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Chicago basketball. Takes stock of the floor. Layup goes down. Well done.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Give him that way, give him that way.
Runner's good there.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
For three, buries the trifecta.
The post-shot confidence is everything. He's still running down the court, holding his extension.
Knight into the front court. Down a bundle. Booker to Jackson. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Chicago possession.
Oh, yes, me and you, me and you.
Deep left corner. Defense making the ball handler work. Beyond the arc for three, and that's rebounded by the Suns. Booker with it. Looking to make something happen. Has a look. With the step back.
Tough shot. And when Devin Booker scores, he scores in bunches. It was only a couple of years ago he had that 70-point game in the Boston Garden. This kid can fill it up when he gets hot.
Takes advantage inside after the miss from the perimeter.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Jackson. Booker. Not going down for him this time. It's no good. Defender did just enough to force the tough shot. Suns with the basketball. To Booker. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. And scores.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
To Jackson. To Booker. Lets it fly from long range. Rebound comes to Chicago. Curling inside. Banks it in for two.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Knight into the front court. He'll run the offense.
Ice. Sit down here.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Bulls with it. Fires the three. Not easy.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
To Booker. Can't connect. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Defense, let's go.
Booker to Jackson. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Bulls with the basketball.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
And the finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. With another basket there.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Able to convert inside.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Josh Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
That won't go. And it doesn't take a brain surgeon to know that was not a good shot.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Inside, he scores.
And you best believe that every one of those that goes in fills the confidence meter.
Bulls with the rock.
Match up, y'all.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
And you can book it. Devin Booker with the three. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
If it's this easy for the offense, as a shooter, I'm starting to think about numbers like 40, 50, even 60, because that's how many points I'm getting tonight.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
4-3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Booker. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
That's the shooter's mentality. Stays with it after the miss.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
I got ball.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Shot clock violation. New blood coming in for both sides.
Into the game for Phoenix, number 14.
The Bulls take this one as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bulls added a win with today's solid victory. And some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and confused throughout this matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Chicago Bulls. The Suns just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you can tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores to the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Bench points.
The Chicago Bulls had the kind of bench production that will make any coach proud. NBA games can be made easier when you're working with depth, and that's exactly what happened here today.
Player of the game.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in this game. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.